Hi, my name is Jim Poor. I'm a local resident of Evansville, Indiana, and every few weeks myself and my friends get together and we brew beer together. And in my off times from brewing beer, I spend time researching how to brew beer and the history of beer.
1, 2, 3.
We begin with the yeast, where we use a stir plate to grow a large enough population up that it will properly ferment out all the usable sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide. Then you have to crush the grains open using a grain mill to expose all the sugars within the grain for extraction. Bring those crushed grains up to a specific temperature in a specific time to convert all the unusable starches within the grains over into fermentable and unfermentable sugars that will give the beer alcohol and body. At the end of the mash, you raise the temperature and you recirculate the wort through the grain bed, which creates a natural filter, removing all the large particles, and that becomes your usable fermentable wort. We're recreating what a larger brewery would do by pumping the material and recirculating the heat back through the grain bed, and at the same time we're creating a natural filter so all the large particles within the wort are being removed, and you end up with a clean liquid wort that you can boil the hops with. So after you run off the recirculated wort that's been now naturally filtered, it drops in and it begins to boil, and at that point you can add the addition of hops to it, which will add bitterness and a preservative effect to the beer. After the boil's completed, you've got to lower the temperature down to a usable range where the yeast can be introduced and do their part. The final stage that we have to do, add some fresh oxygen to that wort, and we'll pitch the yeast, and the yeast will use that oxygen to reproduce and make strong cell walls, and then they will begin fermentation. And the very last step is to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
That's not lubrication to make your engine tick. A 40 pints of wallop a day will keep away the quack. Hey, would you be an admiral or something or a king?